Aldo here, and I'm going to bring you Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Luna's been topical. Let's talk about Luna today as well. So let's just do a standard top-down analysis, just to like get our bearings, just see where we are here, show you guys what I look for. So we've had a red dot, popping up and down in a 2 week. The next bar starts in 5 days, so we could easily have it pop up again and start. What I kind of think here is there's two main things that are going to happen. I mean, we're going to come down from this VWAP probably at some point with this red dot RSI coming down as well. It could take some time to play out. So it's either going to like come down now, I feel like, or the 2 day, 2 day, 3 day, these VWAPs coming up are going to come up and play out before that. So all these high time frames could take a while to play out. These are very like macro perspective. So what could happen right now is 2 day, 3 day could print the green dot. That could bring us, say, up to, say, I don't know, theoretically, pretty high. I mean, theoretically, we could come up to 72, and then 2 week could play out back down. A situation like this. I know Crypto Face always likes to talk about, his four hump pattern for so something like this, and then the 2 week right down. February, we could have a slower cycle. It could be something like this too. It'd probably be a little bit higher. You'd probably get up to, generally I got to draw more spider lines, but generally, or we could look at logarithmic. Generally this area, February then come down or whatever. If that's our market peak, or there's a lot of speculation. I think it could go farther now, kind of what I've been seeing, kind of even up to the summer. I think February, March, the earliest, or even later. So we could have that four pattern type thing. 2 week would kind of play out, within the next. So it could be, in terms of 2 week playing out, it could come up, let's look at the daily. That would make more sense. 2 week, we come up on the daily with those green dots in a 2 day, 3 day, another 10 days, then bam, back down, 78, back down from there. Or, we just come down now from the 2 week, this is what I'm kind of leaning towards, because some middle time frames look pretty bad, like the 16 hours. So if the 2 week does play out now, bam, we're probably going to test 50K. Some people have talked about 40K. 30% corrections is what I've said a lot. Like in the first leg of this bull run before the mini bear market, the biggest corrections were about 30% from our all-time high, exactly at 48. So I think there's a good shot. I think that's definitely a good chance that's in the cards. 16-hour VWAP going down. We've been in the red for a while. That makes me lean more bearish. I mean, if you compare it to here, we just came up from that. History rhymes, usually doesn't repeat. And usually when you see a lot of, we'll talk about this more in ETH, usually when you see a lot of patterns that don't really play out too much like this one, usually the next time it happens, or the following two times, bam, it really brings you down. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we bounce off of this area. 12-hour, same deal, nothing to really deduce from there. 8-hour, you're in the red, you're about to print a red dot. It's one of those things where it's just, I would lean a little bit more bearish for that reason. Now, we'll talk about what we can do right now and what I've been talking about in the exclusive Discord. Link in the description below if you want to check that out. Some of my trade entries. Did a nice short yesterday off of the spider line for Bitcoin, and I kind of say what I'm looking for. Not right all the time. I mean, nobody is. I'd be a billionaire by now, but I'd like to say I'm right more often than wrong. And money flow generally coming out in the 2-hour. And right now, let's just see, where are we? We're kind of breaking through this spiral line, which is interesting. I've been holding off on this short, basically. Not in a trade at the moment, not in any trade at the moment. So just been, patiently waiting on this. And I'm about to print a green dot in the hourly. So in terms of looking for a trade, 15-minute, maybe some type of deal where this plays out. This is what I'm even thinking. Maybe this plays out. We come up to here, bounce off of this, then we come down, bounce off of 60. I mean, you'll definitely get at least some type of scalp in there. It was interesting up here, almost made it up to that line. So it's been kind of market's been playing games with us on Bitcoin right now, but that's kind of the perspective I've been having. I mean, I feel like 10-minute. I mean, as soon as this starts to curve back into the red, it will probably be our top. I'm going to be looking at this general area, or right now we could look at really low time frames, see if we could bounce off of, are we going to create a divergence here? Not really a divergence yet, although, because price is generally lower following that, but you probably see some divergences popping up. Oh, not even the 3 minutes. So you definitely can go a little bit farther with this. This is the place I'm really looking at right now. Let's move on to Ethereum because that looked more interesting for a possible short position. So on the high time frames, let's see the 2 week. Is it still printing? It's been the same as Bitcoin, just printing on and off with the red dot. It's the same general situation. I think if Bitcoin goes down to 50K, 48K, this will probably go down to like 3.7K, something like that. 16-hour, generally the same. What I've been talking about a lot to my premium subscribers is like the VO coming down here with the money flow coming out here is a very, very strong bearish signal that could send us way down into the red there. At the same time, when you have the crossover, same on the 12-hour, the crossover and the VWAP going down, that's very bearish. That was kind of how I found the nice short back in May at the top almost. So, especially with Bitcoin. VWAP been above the zero line for a while here. It seems like it's trying to come down there, and then it's going to finally come down. So, yeah, that's that in the 4-hour. 1 hour, you seem to be getting a little bit overbought, like it wants to come down. I mean, we're kind of rejecting off of, 40, was it 48, 47.5, 4,750 there. So, yeah, that's that general area. What I'm kind of looking for and what I like a lot here for a potential short is these money flow crossovers on the 15-minute just haven't really played out at all. It's kind of a scenario where it goes up more. Usually after you have a lot of that, the next one, there's finally one that finally brings you down. So what I'm kind of looking for is something like that. The sound effect, maybe December 1st, we come down. So yeah, that's basically Ethereum right now, just kind of hunting a short. We don't have as many spiral lines on Ethereum. I'm gonna experiment with some more ways to try to draw spiral lines on Ethereum. Let's see if we could draw a decent fib level or something. Yeah, you can't really get too much out of that. Maybe we go top to bottom from this general area to here just to get an idea. Kind of that level we seem checked off over somewhere like here, 48, 49 is what I'd be looking for a potential short there. So yeah, that's Ethereum. Luna has kind of been going to the moon, so it's topical. I've been looking to, haven't entered anything yet, but I've been really looking to try to get a short on this. So don't want to bore you too much with this, but daily, VWAPs were starting to curve down. Seems like we could be done with this this giant run up in the past week, I guess. Yeah, 53% up. This is a volatile one, so be careful when you trade ones like this. Always be careful. Use good risk management. These all coins are the hardest as the leverage. As the market cap gets lower, it gets harder and harder to predict. But a little divergence on the 2 hours. So I'm really looking, for maybe another rejection off of this fib level right here. I believe, are we in price discovery mode? I believe we might be. Momentum waves generally coming down in the 15 minutes. So a 15-minute money flow crossover may also be a good place. 10-minute money flow crossover. So really looking hard on this for a potential short entry. But the thing is with altcoins, you can do very well just trading Bitcoin, Ethereum. Patience is a big thing here too. I think most of the trades I've lost is just being impatient trying to enter when it's not the best time. So that's kind of the main thing here. But just looking for these divergences on, do we have, as prices generally, coming up here on the, kind of even now. But that one kind of played out. So looking for a rejection off of 60, nice psychological area for Luna. Hope you guys got something out of this video. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. Please leave a comment down below. If you have any pointers or any comments, check out my new course. I think it's going to help out a lot of you guys. It just highlights the main strategy I use to trade, risk management, all that type of stuff. If you want to see some of my entry points, some of my exclusive TA, all that type of stuff, check out my Patreon below with my exclusive Discord. And if you want to create a new BITGET account, want to create a new MEXC account, links in the description below. It's one of those things where I get a bonus, you get a bonus. You probably heard it from a million YouTubers already. But yeah, all right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.